Are you looking for exercises to help develop your toddler's speech at home? If so, stay tuned and I'm going to show you 3 techniques you could start using right away to help improve your toddler's speech. Hi, this is Terry from Toddler Speech Boost. This video is Toddler Speech Therapy Exercises and is volume 1 of many more to come. This channel is for parents of toddlers with speech delay and is about helping you guys develop your toddler's speech at home. This video series is going to provide 2 to 3 techniques per video that you can start using at home with your kids to help develop their speech. Use these videos as often as you need and keep coming back to get whatever techniques you need to help develop your toddler's speech at home. And if you're new to this channel, I ask you to subscribe and click the bell icon right beside it so you'll be notified of new videos as I release them so you can get them right away. Today's first lesson is about choices. And one of the first mistakes parents often make with their toddlers is giving them yes-no questions. The problem with giving these kinds of questions is it doesn't encourage your child to say any different words. If you say, "Do you want milk?" they might say yes or nod their head or point to the milk. That doesn't help develop their language. You actually need to make them make a choice. So you have to say, do you want milk or do you want juice? Or do you want the cookie or do you want the cracker? Or whatever it might be. But you want to give them a choice with 2 different distinct options, so they need to say one or the other. What you should do when you're doing this as well is you want to give encouragement for them to say something. So you want to pause for a couple seconds, maybe even 5 seconds after you offer the choice. Don't say, do you want milk or water? Milk or water, and then just give them one of them without giving them much of a chance to think. You want to say, do you want milk or water? And give that kind of pause. That probably felt like a long time, but you need to give your child some time to think about what words you're saying, think about what their response is, and think potentially about how they need to pronounce their words. They're still learning how to speak, so that's going to really be critical. And once they do make their choice, what you want to do is talk about it and tell them how good it was. Reinforce this behavior with them for giving you a response. If they chose the milk, say, "Oh, great, I like milk too. I'm glad you like milk. Milk is good for you. Milk was a good choice." Things like that to help reinforce that what they did was the right decision and that how they said it and what they said to you was really good. The next lesson is about grouping. What you want to do is teach your child the concept of categorizing groups so that they could use this as they're getting a little older and getting ready for preschool, and this will also further develop their vocabulary. You could easily incorporate this and play with them, regardless of what kind of toys and what you're doing with them. Usually there's going to be some natural groups that come out of it. For example, if you're playing with a farm set, maybe you're going to show them there's a group of animals from the farm set versus the group of trucks or the group of little people in the farm set. And show them how they get separated out. So put all the animals together and call them animals. And maybe you could show for each individual animal and say chicken and cow and pig and whatever the animals might be. Then later on you can mix them up and ask them to put all the animals together so they could learn the animals and learn the groups. And as they're putting the animals back together in the groups, you could encourage them to say each animal name when they're putting them in the group, or if you're helping them, if they don't get it right away, and you give them the few seconds, the pause to let them think about it, you could say pig and put the pig in the group, and when they grab the cow, and you ask them, what animal is that? And they think about it, maybe they will say cow or try to say something. Or, if they don't, you could say it's the cow, and then put it back in the group. As they get better with this, you could do the practice not just with toys, but you can move to pictures as well, because it's good for them to be able to see a broader range of different things which you may not have at home with toys, but pictures will be able to help them do this. Note you can do this with toys, food, clothes, body parts. You can almost think of anything really in day-to-day life that naturally fall into groups and categories, so they could learn this concept and they could learn all the words that are around that. The final lesson today is about turns and taking turns in conversation. It's a very basic technique everybody uses. You use it every day in your job and in interacting with other people. You'll say something, somebody else will respond, you'll respond back, and taking turns is a core technique within conversation. What you want to do is help your toddler develop this, because that's really important for them developing their language. What you could do then is when your toddler makes a sound, you can look at them, wait a second, make a sound back to them, and then wait. And that's, if they're at the level of just making sounds, or if they're saying a word, look at them, wait a second, and then you respond back with a word. If they're saying cow, you look at them, cow, or cow is an animal, or whatever you need to respond in your situation, and then give them that second or a couple seconds for them to make a sound back. There's actually a lot of research that recently came out showing that this actually has a large impact in your development. When a child is engaged in conversation back and forth like this, they're seeing that the development in the activity in the child's brain is actually increased, and they're actually much more in a state of learning than of just being spoken to. Finally, you could ask them a question, again, and not a yes-no question like we covered in one of the other lessons, but just ask them a question and wait for a response. What you want to try to get out of them is some kind of words, gestures if they're not using words yet or not very good words, or anything else that might be an indication of understanding what you said and their response. So you're probably thinking, what do you do next? Simply, I would say you create a schedule of defined playtime to improve speech. What you want to be able to do is have a view for the whole week. So maybe it's Sunday evening and you're going to map out Monday to Saturday, Monday to next Sunday, what time you're going to be home with your child, whether you're a stay-at-home parent or maybe they're in daycare or whatever the situation is. Figure out when you're going to have some your different times with them, and carve out at least 15 to 30 minutes every single day where you can have some playtime and you're using these techniques to help develop their speech. You can also learn more techniques and get my free guide at my website at toddlerspeechboost.com. And do like my videos so I can create more. The more likes and subscribers I get, the more this is going to help me be able to create more content for you to use. My URL is there below, and I'll have a link also in the description. You can get that free guide right away, or just visit the website and look at my full suite of lessons to help you do speech therapy at home for your child. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon.